Hello, YouTube. We're back. This time we're going to a reaction one. This guys, we're gonna talk about this video. This topic here, it says why a young man ain't growing up. I would say that our society now, us men, still play the games, right? Don't want to let it go. Still do some things that we do in high school to this day, and they ain't growing up because this the most pleasure society we live in. So we'll see what he's going to talk about. It's a 12-minute video, and let's get into it right now.
Herbert.
So I just turned 20. Technically, I was born in 2003 or whatever, but I don't really feel like it. I feel more like I'm 16. I also look more like I'm 16, but that's probably just genetic. The point is, mentally, I'm like a 16-year-old. And that's what I said in court, but the jury really wasn't having it. And I got charged with something about statutory. So I had to flee the scene. I drove deep into the mountains because I really don't want to go to jail on account of the fact, the fellas in there might try to get my ass.
Okay.
On my journey, I spotted a large tree. A tall tree I decided to climb so I could scout my surroundings and make sure none of the authorities were after me. It was the first time I climbed a tree in a while. I used to really love climbing trees. When I finally reached the top, I looked around
Yeah, you should climb trees, though.
and I didn't see anybody, only the landscape. I reached for my phone in my pocket, but I realized I didn't have it. It was down there recording me climbing the tree. So now I'm on top of this tree and I don't have any constant simulation to silence my Zoomer brain from thinking thoughts. So now they're right in front of me. Break down. Not like I'm crying or anything gay like that. Just, it's all inside. I realized that I should have climbed more trees. I know I'm still young. I still have a lot of time, but in many ways, it's too late. Not just too late to climb trees, but too late to go sleep over with my friends, have conversations into the night, laughing, waking up their parents and pretending like we're asleep when they walk in the room. Too late to come home from school and hop on Xbox Live with all the homies. Too late to go back to school, because as much as it sucked, that's where all the boys were, and now they're kind of all gone. Too late to feel innocent high school love. Too late to be a kid, because I guess I could still climb trees, but it wouldn't be the same anymore. I used to do it just because I liked doing it, and now I do it to avoid being convicted as a sex criminal. But hey, I guess that's just growing up. I don't feel ready. I want to go back, but time keeps moving. In fact, that shit continually moves faster as you get older, which is a real dick move by the Lord. It's a well-known psychological phenomenon that time seems to move faster as you get older. But once I realized why this happens, it kind of freaked me out a little bit. It's because the passage of time is proportionate to your memory. When you're younger, time seems more dense because the things you experience are new and your brain memorizes them as such. And when you're older, going on your daily life, you have less and less new experiences. So during the day, it might not seem fast, but that's why you can blink and look back at the last 5 or 10 years and feel like it's been no time at all, like nothing's really happened. That's just the general concept, but it can get scary when you extrapolate it to other things. Because unique and memorable events slow down time, getting into a routine makes time go faster because your days are all the same. And that's kind of what adulthood is. For me, time was moving very steady until I was 16, 17. And by this time,
I'm gonna say this about time, right? Like the time, like when I was younger, right? I felt like definitely in the elementary school era. I felt the days were slower. The recess, definitely the recess. Remember the recess days? I felt long. Those recess was long because I feel like in life as a young kid, because to me, I feel like it's no, to me, in my opinion, the why is it go slow because I finna say the big problem is the phones, because we didn't have phones. We go outside and play. It takes a long time. we read books. We didn't really have the technology at the time it was started. The new Facebooks, the Googles. I feel like everything shifted. To me, it was the internet. Why I feel like the internet. To me, the internet changed. We see as the time goes quick, in my opinion.
Yeah, I also think that as well. But I mean, like for me, if you get, into something, if you really enjoy something, that means the time go by quick.
Yeah,
Because like
See,
when
you
when I had friends in school, I talked to them about basketball in like during lunch or during class as well. It goes by fast.
Yeah.
Like it goes by really quick.
Yeah,
But if I just stay there
doing
doing the worksheet or whatever, it goes really
Yeah,
slow.
because I feel like doing the things you hate goes by slow.
Yeah.
That's what I think. That's what it is. That's reality. That's kind of messed
like
up.
today, I had a slow day because there's nothing to do.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, when I have something to do, it goes by quick.
Yeah, when it goes by quick. That's true. To me, this is weird about when I think about time. Like things you love doing, it goes by quick. Some players of video games, even workout, 2 hours. I feel like go quick. Every time I check the time,
Mm-hmm.
oh crap, I forgot to do this. I forgot to do this exercise.
Right.
See, it goes by quick. I feel like when you work out, see, it's because things you love goes by quick. But I don't know. It's so weird to me because, like you said, I just graduated 3 years ago. It goes by quick.
And COVID.
Yeah,
It's gone
it's
now.
gone. It disappeared. See, like what the heck is going on? Like, it's just really, really weird.
And the lockdowns hit. I didn't have a graduation. I just started taking online classes at a community college, and my days started bleeding together. These last few years, I feel, were robbed from me. I was a late bloomer, so I was pretty unfuckable most of my life, never dated in high school. And after this, my friend groups broke apart, scattered to different universities, states, and programs.
Like Dragon Balls.
I see them every once in a while, but there's no group anymore, no shared community. It's not the same.
Yeah, it's true.
Doing the
all my
research
friends are
I've
the
done on
people
this
they
channel
disappear.
and
They
really
don't know each
looking
other
at
anymore.
other people around my age, I've noticed stunted growth of this generation, specifically men, on a wide scale. You could point to many things that demonstrate the arrested development of this generation.
I can't see that.
Men dropping out of the labor force, the college entrance rates being 60% women, 40% men, and the graduation rates being even more skewed at 70-30. Some people say these men are avoiding college or dropping out to pursue some greater ambition, like starting a business. And while that may be the case for some, it was probably the idea for most of them. Let's just be honest, a lot of these guys are just fucking off. Less people are getting driver's licenses. You could point to the rate of single men and lonely men with no brotherhood. This is something I talk about a lot in other videos, so I'm not going to go into depth in the statistics, but having human relationships is a big part of growing up. Learning how to grow and maintain connections and provide value. This is true for platonic relationships, but it's also true for romantic as well. It's a part of maturing, but a lot of men don't even get their foot in the door now. This arrested development is also demonstrated by Gen Z's obsession with escapism and fantasy. And it's cool if you like these sort of things, but the amount of people I see make it damn near their whole personality is crazy. And this is because community is dying and culture alongside it. Nobody has a real sense of self anymore. When I look around at young people my age, a lot of them are submerged in this escapism, whether it be anime, video games, the hub, weed, and other drugs, usually a combination of most of these things. It's what they spend most of their time doing, and in a way, it's kind of what they live for. This is also sort of connected to rampant consumerism, which is childish. Being obsessed with...
See, look, he said all those things he listed, like they live for. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
because most Gen Z do that. They're on the hub, they're on video games, they're on the weed. They use that to do what like they to pleasure the pleasure they have.
Yeah, you pretend like they hate their job. They use that when they come home. They use that to feel happy void, like a happy void.
Yeah, and he says that's what they live for. Yeah, basically.
Yeah, to me, like guys, for us, man, we need to suffer. We have to feel pain because look, I feel like, we're gonna go back to the God thing. Like if you watch their God video broadcast, like I feel like us compared to a woman, like me and females, men and female, not me and female. Females cannot deal with pain because they get emotionally, what's it called, damaged. They get break down crazy. But if a man get break down crazy, that is a weak man because he needs to realize because I've realized his addictions and not eating healthy, all that other stuff he do in his life. Because pleasure to me as a man who do pleasure, you're basically losing your soul, and you will
Mhm.
not find your full potential as a man and your goals and your purpose. That's what say. Oh, like me, I didn't. When I was very depressed in school, I didn't find my
Yeah.
purpose because I was so down bad. See, you need to fill, and I try to fill the void. The video games, 8 hours video games. I
Mhm.
came home. See, that's
Yeah,
horrible.
like comparison of me like 2 years ago, like not like 3 years ago
the
when
quarantine.
COVID,
Yeah, that was
that quarantine compared to me now. Look, now what I do, I read more books now, and then I do back testing and trading a lot to see what works as well. I do that most of my time on like my off time when I have nothing to do.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, I just watch shows, do things that don't affect me. I just did it for enjoyment and like
Just for short term.
yeah, just and
And you're not gonna realize.
look,
like, the long term
I
is gonna
did
get-
like look. The experience was great. I did like it, but it didn't do. It's not gonna do nothing.
It's
to
not
me.
gonna. It doesn't benefit you. Like, what do you gain of it? What do you
Yeah.
like? What's to give you? Your better social skills?
But
No,
look, okay,
it's the downfall.
Okay, when I did watch anime with the subtitles, it did get my reading better. That's the only thing. That's the only thing that it did. But like all the watching, all that bull crap, I did it a lot because I didn't know what to do. There was nothing
You
to
got
do.
a
There
purpose.
was-
Yeah, you got a purpose. Yeah.
So that's why I say like he's right on like the Gen Z people are stuck into the video games, weed, and all that.
It's because of society and the digital
Fantasy
world.
is a childish trait. This isn't to say that all Zoomers are like grown-up children. I know a lot of people that are making good progress. They're growing up. They're doing good, but it's a scary amount. And a lot of these guys who live this sort of lifestyle, they're really smart too. Like they had a lot of potential, but it's just it's over now. I'm 20, but I haven't really lived that much for my age in terms of experience, which, as I talked about earlier, slows down time, especially when compared to someone like my great-grandfather when he was 20 years old, who, while being technically the same age as me, would have already lived way more and kind of longer. He experienced more growth, more character development. There are even arguments rooted in physiognomy that claim men today look younger and more childlike than men of previous generations because this
Yeah.
lack of
Look, I don't understand that. Like when I think about that, like, what is that? Like, I don't know. Like, is that a myth thing? Like, why our generation compared? We see the people in high school, they look more mature. What is it? I don't understand.
I don't know. Because I think it's the internet and all that. Because
I think it affects the body too. I think like
Mhm.
the hormones, all that.
Yeah.
Genes, I don't know. Everything genes may screw up watching because probably we just sit too much. Probably because I think we have to keep moving. I think you move your body every day. I feel like it's the sunlight. I feel like it's the sunlight. I feel like we need the sun because people stay in the
Right.
buildings too much in this generation and people don't like to go outside. I don't know. I think it's so weird. I want to know like
experience and responsibility
all
can
this stuff.
manifest itself in your physical appearance, which is debatable, but it's an interesting concept. You could also point to the home ownership rates and the amount of people still living with their parents, which is mainly an economic issue. I'm not going to blame that on video games or whatever. And in other cultures, they do that anyway. I moved out, and I kind of regret it. But the truth is, a lot of these people who are living with their parents also just happen to be not doing shit. After graduating from high school and not going to university, I didn't really consider how much it would isolate me. The truth is, college has sort of monopolized socialization for young people. And I talked about this a little bit on my second channel. That video didn't even get a whole lot of views compared to my other ones, but the amount of people who sent me emails that were resounding with it showed me how true it is. It sucks because college now, for many people, isn't a smart financial decision unless you have some sort of scholarship or financial aid, or you're really hell-bent on becoming an accountant. If you graduate high school, you start going straight to a trade, straight to the professional world. You're going out doing all these things by yourself. You look around and everyone's older than you. And you find out quickly how atomized, how individualized people are, how hard it is to find a community. I just thought that's something I'd mention for anybody graduating high school or about to graduate high school. You know, if you're not going to go to college, you gotta weigh that in. You gotta understand that you'll probably isolate yourself because a lot of your friends are probably going. Your social circle is going to split apart, and there's not going to be a group of young people around you anymore. You'll go outside and everybody's for you. I was talking to my parents the other day.
You can go outside. It's for you.
All right. You know, we already talked about this in the college dropouts in college, but if you choose not to go college, yes, most likely you'll be alone. Most likely no one's going to talk to you a lot because you're most likely alone. And for me, like, I don't care. Yeah, even when I was in school, I didn't really have like a lot of friends.
Yeah, I was just used to being an introvert. Like, I'm very comfortable. Like, I'm not like anxiety. Like, oh, well, if people like care about me, I'm alone. Like,
yeah, but like for the people who are what's it called, extrovert?
Yeah, they have to. They
can't do it. But look. Okay, let's say social. I know. But let's say they want to not go college. Yeah, that's part of the thing you have to go through. Yeah. Like, you're most likely by yourself now. Yeah. Like, I endured it. I've been endured it like a long time. Yeah. I didn't feel scared. No, I didn't have friends.
You know, for me, I feel like great because you're pretending you become successful. It's like, wow, I did this all by myself. See, that fulfills you. Like, wow, I put in all that work. No one helped me. I did all this, and, you know, support, and, you know, some people give me, like, to me, I've even also the college compared to the dropouts, like even our video, I feel like we should talk with the older people. Like, we're like me, I talk to other people now, because I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, there are way better communicate than these freaking people in college. Because they, you know, you talk as a grown up, they talk as adults. You talk like, you know, communicating, you know, get your social skills up. Like, college, I don't know, you can get your social skills up because if you hang around with these dummies, like, to me, the one I'm talking to, like the work at those, you know, the ones drop out. Yeah, they're professionals, managers. When you keep practicing with them, you become positive and confident to them too. Like me, I got better at talking to my manager than way before. Like, now I'm very confident talking to people, even like random still. It's like, no, it's over there like that. Now, before I did, I was shy. I used to want to, because I was hanging around with a bunch of my age. To me, you should like go out there. To me, college people get scared. Like, some people get scared seeing older people trying to talk to them. They get scared. I don't know why. Like, when now I see everyone talk to me like some older people now these days. Yeah. Like, randomly, I go somewhere shopping, they talk to me. Even in the road too, this one man say, "Hey, what car is that?" Like, this is why I say Generation Z only care about, I don't know, they just feel like their social circle, they only hang around with 20-year-olds. Or talk with 20-year-olds. But you have to communicate with everyone. Like, you have to be more comfortable with older. I don't know. People just don't feel like talking to older people. It's kind of weird.
Asking them about when they were my age. They're in their 60s now. My parents were dating when they were 19. I've never been in a relationship. I've only fooled around with girls I couldn't care less about. They talked about all these people they met when they were my age that I now know today. They were telling me these stories, and it all just seems so natural. Like, they didn't have to think twice about it. And I felt uncomfortable
in the party
in comparison because none of these things happened to me. And I'm similar to my parents. I'm genetically them. What sucks is that I'm overthinking about all this shit to a degree that makes me weird, that my dad never had to think about. I've gone through all these phases, self-improvement, reading all these books, devising a plan to stop touching my worm and looking at Hinte, you know, black pill, jawline, can't thou tilt. It's like, geez, man, how did I get here? A lot of these things were just supposed to happen. So this is the image
That is true.
of
Some
what
people
this
go like
era
black
is
pill, then they
creating.
go different way.
Atomized, disconnected people with no identity or greater purpose than to consume. You don't grow, you don't mature, you're dependent on your parents, or you live in a tiny apartment where you don't know your neighbors. You come home from work, or you don't work at all, just to cope through fantasy, through escapism, drugs, and technology. You fuck your sex robot, and you take your medicine. You don't have a family, but you got a lot of products. Say whatever
That's
you
bad. I
want.
think that's gonna
Ignore
happen.
me at your own peril. But this is no mistake. This was planned for you. And even though all of this is happening, I'm still young. You might be too. You still decide your own future.
Yeah, like I'm gonna say this. All these big corporations, they're really, it's like an agenda, right? This is basically Satan, the devil, trying to give all these products, like all this stuff for free. Cause I feel like we see like families in this generation, it's like destroyed. No one wants to be with families no more. Like I see, like every time they always cheat. They don't like hang together.
It's
That
corrupted.
is corrupted. Like I think this is, and then after that, if that was corrupted, they go into okay, let's get some products, get some drugs, technology, like one night stands type stuff. Those are so toxic to your nature as humans that like they said, this is why people are deluded in this world. You cannot do whatever you want in this world. Just because you're in this world, you can do whatever you want. You can if you want, but like you said, you will never satisfy inside of your heart. You will never. You will see it. If you feel empty, you feel no love. That's not love. See, you need to feel love. See, like this, love is patient. See, like people say, "Oh, I want a girlfriend." Be patient. Be kind to people. Respect yourself as well. What was the other one? Oh yes, us do sacrifice too. And you need to feel experience like pain. All right, like like me experienced stupid bum modern women, got mad over that. See, I take that anger and put in the work. I didn't take that anger and say, oh, keep whining. I was done with it. I'm done. I said, I'm done. I took it for the anger, put in the work. See, that's good anger. Like, put in the work. If you feel power inside of you, you need to put in that work. Like, come on, you need to do it. If not, you're going to be you're going to be stuck in like that void. What people
I could
keep talking
stay up
about.
in this basement, comfortable, too scared to change, with my gamer chair and computer with the RTX whatever the fuck, in the confines of the underground prison,
Hope this is
watching
recording
seasons
that.
pass like days.
Wow.
A child in a man's body, just living to farm dopamine from games and the internet, the flesh merging with machine as the world burns. This is the life that so many young men like me live. But it ain't gonna happen to Daddy. I don't think so, pal. Daddy's gonna make a change. And you can too. Anything is possible with a good plan. It is harder now. These videos on my channels have been getting repetitive because I haven't really grown much as a person. I haven't been gaining much experience. But I think this is about to change. Stay tuned and you'll find out, but first I have to beat this case.
That's it.
Yes, I think. Yeah, guys. See, like, this is it's sad. We're in the sad reality. Like, it's so sad when I think about it. Like, yes, it's getting more harder than back the days. To me, this is the end times. We're in the end times, guys. I think we're in the beginning of the end time. Not like it's gotta come. It's the end of the world. But it's the beginning. It's the beginning
we
phase.
don't know.
But I don't know. But it looks like it is.
We know the signs of it.
The signs are there now. Like, they pushing the what we're talking about. That. I don't. Everything's getting demonic. I feel like in the future, all these beliefs. I feel like in the future, you cannot have like multiple beliefs. You have to follow that, or else you're gonna get wrecked.
What do you mean?
Like, you can't believe that they're gonna
Can't
scrap
believe
it.
what?
Like, I feel like the Bibles, the other religion might get banned in the future. Not now, but like maybe 60 years, 70 years.
It was like that, bro.
Yeah, it will come back maybe because now the liberals are idiots, and
Mhm.
all the pride.
Yeah, I think because that law. I think it was in Canada. Um, they arrest you if you misgender a person.
See, that's
You
I
you
don't.
saw that?
I did not heard about
You
that.
showed me that.
Oh yeah, I
I
did.
think it was you. Sure, you said Canada something
Oh
law. I
yeah,
don't
I
know.
did. I did. I
They
did.
say they
Twitter.
put
Yeah.
you in jail if
Bro, I'm
you
telling you,
or
these
fine
I'm
you
telling
or
you,
something.
when I'm telling you guys, when the boomers are out of the office and the government, once these liberals and this feminists and the pride people go in office, we're all doomed. I'm telling you, they're gonna make rules about the people like Christians and all these other people of religion as well, and the man too. They're gonna put women crazy benefits. This is gonna be ridiculous, and it's gonna be on fire in the West Coast, but it's gonna be on fire in all the other ones too. But that would be horrible. So yeah, guys, this is the video why men ain't growing up. Yeah, it's crazy. Like you said like love too. Like they say the parents,
Mm-hmm.
they meet them naturally. Then now this generation, like to me,
Now people just go dating apps. Like,
yeah,
what the heck is that?
I know. Like it's crazy. Like love, they to me this generation they don't know what's the definition of love. It's patient. See, that's number one right there, patient. These guys don't love each other. Why you rush and ready kiss? To me, I don't care. Why you kiss on the first date?
It's the flesh. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
Look, once they get old, they're not attracted to them no more.
Yeah.
Like I think I heard this. I think it was in a video. I forgot. I skipped over it, but I heard like a guy and another girl. They were together, right?
Mm-hmm.
They married, but then once they got in their 40s, both of them don't like each other no more because they see both of them as not attractive no more.
Yeah,
because
that's
back then when they were like 20s, they're in their peak. They say,
See,
"Oh,
that's
you look
yeah,
good,"
that's not
and then
love.
when
Yeah.
they're in the 40s, now they divorce because they don't like each other anymore.
Yeah,
Because
see-
they realize when they're getting old, now they don't see that connection.
Yeah.
And there was never a connection
it was
because
never- it
it
was
was
just
only
love,
about lust,
lust, yeah.
and what they
See,
desire.
yeah, so like like all these these Jezebels that I don't like. Like I despise them. I don't deal with none of them. Like guys, I'm telling you, like you will see it. Just don't follow it. Don't like I don't care if you're following IG girl. Just can you please? I'm trying to say that. Follow all of them. Unfollow all of them. I don't care. You had to unfollow all of them. I don't care, bro. You're wasting your time looking at that. You need to, take care of your family. Do your thing, because this is getting worse. All right. Because to me, it was COVID. It screwed up. That was the first step. The COVID screwed up everything up, and then everything after that has been getting worse and worse and worse. So that'll be it. I hope this is recording. So this is the video, and we'll do a podcast next one. And hope you subscribe. Hit the sub button. We need to hit 50 subscribers. If you have people, share up the video, like the video as well, and also comment down below. Comment down below any other videos because I want to see what's your agreements, and we'll see in the comments, and I will like it like I always do. But yeah, so we see you in the next one. Peace out.